Week 3, we're back. Brand new episode. Can a normal person make $1 million doing daily fantasy best ball? I had to switch up the change of scenery. Not a good week. Destroyed. All right, if you're new here, 150 lineups in the DraftKings Millionaire Maker Best Ball. Goal is to get one team to the finals. So we're on to week 3. Recap from last week, we had 15 teams in first place and 16 teams in second. So 31 teams that were projected to move on to the next round. This week, also, again, this is brand new for me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Last week, if there's anybody who knows YouTube, last week, my video got 20 views. So is it because my videos suck, which could be very possible? Or is it because I used music? So there on CapCut, there's music you can add that's supposed to be copyright free. Does that, because the little copyright thing popped up and it said that you could use it? I don't know. But if you know YouTube, please comment below and help me out. But anyways, back to week 3. How does these hand motions work? I don't understand. Face tracking. Back to week 3. Total disaster. Week 3 update. I've got 13 teams in first place. Wait, drum roll. 13 teams in first place, 13 teams in second place. I'm down 5 teams. I had 2 teams drop out of first, 3 teams drop out of second. Just not good at all overall. So that's on the screen here. But overall, last week, I talked about last week, week 2, I had 77 teams in the top half, top 6. Remember, you can place 1 through 12. If you're not following me, go back and watch the previous videos. I had 77 in the top 12. So after week 1, right, you got to figure there's no change after week 1. I had 87 teams in the top 6 after week 1 out of 150. That is way above half average. You got to assume doing 150 lineups, 12 and a half per number. I think that's the math. But week 2, I dropped down, right? Because you got to figure it's just going to flatten out from that first week luck to 77. So I went 87 to 77 to this week. Teams in the top 6, 77. The average number would be 75. So it just must be like flattening, because you got to figure week 1, you're only the picks essentially 1 through 12. Again, if this is just numbers and math working out, like, it would just be chalk. These hand motions are driving me nuts. Week 2 would be half chalk again. Week 3, but now we're starting to see it flatten out, is what I think. So like week 1, luck. Week 2, luck plus luck. Week 3, like, there's weeks of luckiness, so things are just gonna flatten out. It's also driving me nuts that I can't see my lineup still. DraftKings, I've messaged them multiple times, and they say like, we're on it. So like, I see my individual lineups, but I can't see like ownership of, I have legitimately every player, so it all affects me. But I have every player, like, I have some more than others. You don't know who I'm talking about. Go back, watch last week. But that's just interesting nonetheless. So I hope by next week they can have it updated so I can start like breaking actual stats. Another interesting note, I didn't talk about this last week. So my highest scoring team, right, out of my 150 lineups, has 522.84 points. The score that I can see in Best Ball, if you have a better one, please comment below. That would be great to know. But the one that I can see from my opponents is 32. So I'm only 10 points. My best lineup is only 10 points off the highest scoring Best Ball out of another 150 lineups. So I thought that was like pretty good to see. If I take like my 10 lineup against the number 10 lineup out of 150, I'm down 32.7 points. I would say that that's pretty average for the most part. Overall from this week, I would just call myself naive. Like week 1, I figured out. Week 2, I'm like, things are going well. I'm above. I'm a 3. It's just, I've realized it's just going to be the math that just works itself out. Like, I'm going to get 25 teams in the next round. Then, the projections are right now that I'll have 20, what am I, 26? 26, so I'm above average by 1. But right now it says that I'll have 25 teams move on to the next round, and then potentially 2 teams move on to the next round and hope one of those 2 teams. So it's a 20% chance still, same as it was earlier, but it's a 20% chance for one of my teams to make the final, which is the ultimate goal. Also, I got a new iPhone. I got the iPhone 16 Pro Max, whatever, the new bad iPhone 16 Pro Max. Got it. So if this video looks better, that's why. I think it was on like a 12 or a 13 in my previous videos. It's just a phone when you're this age. But finally, if you think this is interesting at all, if you don't, I get it too. Like, subscribe, goal $1 million. See you next week.